Hey, how's it going, everybody? So I wanted to do this video demoing another team that I've been using lately. This is not a new team if you've been watching all of my videos, but I wanted to talk more about it or do a video focusing on my thoughts behind it. I've kind of mentioned it in passing at other times, but it deserves a highlight because I think it's a really cool team. And as I mentioned in the last video I did with the Alfreich and Grimble team, that's the most fun thing for me in the game right now, is using the heroes that I have to come up with interesting synergies for teams, whether they be for raiding or for war teams or I guess that would be my primary focus. I don't really think about the tournament quite as much because there's a lot more variables to it. So this team that you have here, that you can see here, is what I have been using. I still favor the 3-2 format. And the approach that I've been taking increasingly more is to think of it as, this has always been the case, but it's something that I'm taking into account more as I get more and more options for synergy. Thinking of the two halves as two sort of mini teams. So my tile damage is lower than if I would be playing mono. However, I have two color options now, and both colors can sort of support themselves while I wait for more tiles to come in. Obviously, if I don't get tiles of either color, that's a different story. And, maybe as I keep developing in my own game, I will think more about rainbow or 2-1-1-1 teams, even outside of rush attack. But that'll be for a different video. So for now, it's this team you see above. In one color, we have Hell and Costume Rigard, so that gives me healing, attack boost for increased tile damage, and the ability to, in most cases, remove 3 heroes from the battle while I maybe make a big combo to try to get my green tiles. And in green is the part that is particularly special, and the part where there is a really good synergy and what I would consider the core of this team. And that is, we have Fogg, who's doing defense down. First, he's dispelling buffs from the target, then hitting, and then leaving a minus 58% defense against nature for 4 turns behind. So the highest number that I've seen, and the highest number of turns that I've seen. It's only to 1 target, so he's not a great eventing hero, but that's not a part of the game that I really care about anyways. So I was thinking about how can I maximize this, and I was thinking, okay, the best way is to follow it up with another sniper. And then that's sort of reminiscent of my early Death Star team where I had the Gazelle and double Proteus, and the double Proteus was like a guaranteed kill unless there was some sort of defensive buff or the monk class withstood the defense down. So this team does even more damage. There's still the issue of the monk class, but now I'm dispelling before I hit, so that removes some of the buffs out of the equation, doing more damage overall. They're not little squishy 4-stars, they're 2 5-star heroes, and they're both in the fighter class. So there's that potential there, and then he's got this added benefit of reduced special skill damage for the first 3 times. So very survivable despite being more of a kind of glass cannon type build. Though over 800 defense is very respectable, and his attack can even get up to 940, I think, if you're willing to spend the emblems. So the part where it gets really cool, or the other thing to mention, is that Kingston's going to get the kill shot, and then he's going to leave his scaling attack down on either side of the hero that in 95% of cases is going to die. So that's great. Then you can kind of dump tiles into them, take a weaker hit from it, as you try to get this thing going around again. And his attack down also lasts for 4 turns, which is really great. So one of the keys is his element link here, the plus 4% mana generation. And then the other bit is going to be Toxicandra. Obviously a very rare hero, a desirable hero, and in sort of a... I don't know how to say it. A not very exciting portal, so not totally worth pulling in because the other heroes are not good, but fortunately I did get her. So she's healing, but not a lot. The key is all allies regenerate a moderate amount of mana over 3 turns, which I don't know what this number actually is. If you do, please let me know in the comments below. I think it's similar to Grimble in that it's 0.8 tiles per turn, but I haven't done the math on this. However, what's great about this is once I get everyone charged for the first time, and they're all fast speed, one ghosted match, and they're going to be ready with a single turn delay. So I don't even need to match any more tiles. I just need to wait 1 turn. Passive mana gain, I could just ghost tiles, and then they're ready to go again. So it's that repeating kill shot kind of thing, but with a much higher survivability. And the purple side is really good at holding its own and stalling if that's what I need. So that's a lot of talking. Let's jump in here. I don't know if any troop level would make it 1 ghosted match and they're totally ready, because Fogg's got the can't see it there, the level 23 troop on him, and even he is not ready with 1 ghosted match. But like I said, 1 turn delay and everyone is ready to go. And this is splitting hairs here, but I'd rather give her the slightly higher defense because she's a key component. So yeah, the attack down part is really awesome, and just I like a lot about what this team does. It's one of those teams that just feels like a connected circle in a way, that every piece is in its place and it's all acting towards the same common goal, which are the kinds of teams that I really like. So it doesn't work against anyone. It's particularly good against the team that we're facing here because we have a Dispel for taunt if we need it. There are not a huge amount of 5-star Dispellers. Not so good against minions, but we also have the green advantage versus the blue flank there. We're in reverse, so that means that flank is more accessible. What else? We're also using green, which weakens Frigg. So if we do have to use our Dispel on Black Knight, that can waste the kill shot there, but like I said, it's pretty easy to get that back online again. So let's try to demo this team, hopefully in a positive light. Pretty funky board here. 2 greens. All right. At least they're bunched together, but not a lot to work with here, so I don't have my purples. So my favorite thing to do in this situation is just to try to open things up a little bit and see what comes of it. Still dependent on what chooses to arrive here, but that's just the way it goes. Okay. So we still don't quite have the matches we need, but potentially we can get close. And so obviously in this case, I'm looking to activate the, all right, we have our purple matches now and maybe a green diamond. I'm looking to activate the purple side of things because I have not even gotten a single green match yet. So it looks like we can beat Lepus to the punch here. Can't make that diamond, unfortunately, unless I try from the other side. So there's a lot coming at me in just a second. I think I'm going to play this side. Oh, we didn't beat Lepus. I don't know how I missed that. Akarog is definitely going to hurt on his first hit because he's got that boosted damage on his first hit. Frigg applies a dangerous ailment, but if I can save my cleanse, pretty much the only person that's going to die from this is Toxicandra from Lepus if he hits her directly. So I could take the risk, freeze the left side, and try to weaken Frigg and then cleanse afterward. Sure, what the heck. So I'm a little bit more worried about Akarog. Alright, so we won't heal. Let's take this move first, see if we can Okay, so can't wait for Frigg to fire. We've got 3 slashes coming at us, which could take out a key hero, so we probably should heal now. Man, real lack of greens here. So yeah, let's heal. Let's see if we can get that green diamond. Nope. Bunch of crap. Wow. Well, it's hard to showcase a green team when you can't even get a single green match. Shoot. Maybe we can take him out. That brings the threat level down a little bit. Burn a bunch of tiles. Hopefully, nope. I was hoping I had one more turn with that, but that is not the case. So, Frigg, it's a toss-up whether she's going to go off in one tile. There's a chance I get Hell going, but it won't really matter because it'll be too late to stop her. Sure, I could burn a few greens there. Not sure how much good that will do. What do I want to do here? 1 turn left. I wish I could hit him with some greens. Let's go for this. Yep. So that is a dead Hell, amongst others. Might be too late for us here. Oh, no healer. Alrighty. Think go for the kill here. So even with those minions, that should definitely be a kill. And if we can get some healing, maybe we still have a chance here, but it's growing less likely by the second. Yeah, I could just restart. Obviously, this has not been a good board, but I really like seeing if I can pull out a clever win. But Frigg is going to really fuck us up here, even if I can burn some greens. So, yeah, we're dead. Well, Kingston might survive. Nope, no revive. Wow, 800. All right, so let's try that again. This is a good matchup. That was just a really unlucky board. And once again, so we don't have anything we need. Chance at purples and more greens, no. Let's see if I can get purple right there. Not that I can see. All right, maybe now. No, maybe now, no. Try this one more time. Damn, we're getting very unlucky here. Let's try a different, and then we get our purple when it's too late. Yeah, this is shit. All right, fuck this. All right, blue tank. Gotta keep getting that thing where you get 2 of your matches and then you're totally stalled out. Should be a kill. God. At least I can get it this way, but man. Alright, fucking finally. Okay, so we want to look at biggest threats. I don't consider Tyr a real threat. Mother North, this is not the most threatening team. I just grabbed the first match for what I'm using that I saw, in that it was a blue tank. So, whatever. We'll say Tyr's annoying. So, we'll get a kill shot on him. A little passive mana gain there. She's going to dispel, so we'll wait a turn. Ghost a couple of tiles. Those are ready again. So, let's kill her actually. This should kill him, okay. And let's see if we can get that ghosted green match I was talking about. So we've already waited the turn we have to wait, so this will be ready for sure. And another kill shot. So it's a prevailing strategy in this game to focus on hit 3 heroes and heroes that affect multiple heroes at once, and I think that is a good strategy. You can see based on my defense here, that is the strategy I'm using. This is just kind of a temporary defense. We're doing a civil war in our alliance, like a 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star tournament within our alliance, and we decided on standard formation, so I'm just using this in between those battles. So here's, okay, this is a much tougher team. We've got the color advantage on Krampus. We're also weakening Frigg. The Freya flank is not too worrisome, and we do have a dispel for single targets for riposte if we need it. It's not a good, I wouldn't call it a good Frigg counter, but this team also works well in the double formation, because if I decide, hey, I want to eliminate, I think I said Frigg instead of Sif. If I want to eliminate Sif early on, because that riposte is really annoying, then the attack down gets cast on everyone. Obviously, Krampus will counter that if he fires, but it still is a helpful thing to have. Okay. More greens, but sort of an awkward clumping and not the best, not the most amount of moves. This gives me a couple options. Guess we'll start taking some greens. This next match should kill, and then we'll be in that fun place where we are one match short of being able to mount an offensive strategy. So let's try for a green on the side there. Okay. So in this situation, there's a couple options. I'm just thinking through this in the moment, so I'm not sure what I would choose yet, but I've got 2 big hitters coming at me, one of which is casting defense down, which is very detrimental if you have 2 AoE hitters coming at you. So I can selectively choose one of those, or I can kill Sif, give attack down to everyone, and save my cleanse for after Frigg fires. So that way the defense down won't be there, and those hits will be much more easily absorbed. So I think that is slightly more of an advantage versus just killing Frigg, because otherwise Kong's going to be hitting at full strength, and he hits pretty hard. So we'll save our cleanse. Hopefully she doesn't evade or whatever it's called. All right, now we'll set off Frigg. She's only going to be at well, we're able to take that hit pretty easily. So now we'll heal up, get rid of defense down, and start getting our purple strategy going here. Some passive mana gain. Might as well do this because we have a chance at another purple match. And who do we want to focus on? We've got more moves on the left, so let's just hit Frigg. Oh, I forgot he has a cleanse now. I was like, what happened? Whoops. That's why it pays to know your heroes. Alright, well, we've got another cleanse. She doesn't have attack down anymore, but we're still able to ghost here. Alright, so she's going to go off now. We will set her off. So, not the most offensive team at the moment. It's got the potential, but getting some sort of sour boards here. Okay, so we've got Kong with 2 minions that are pretty tough. We're going to dispel first, and I think this should be a kill. He's pretty squishy. Yeah, so definitely. Oh yeah, with the attack up. That was 2,200 damage. Save our cleanse for right now. So yeah, this is a bit slower. I think the better teams tend to be slower because what slower means is that you have survivability and you're not dependent on as much luck. I'll admit the aggressive teams are really fun because it feels nice to just jump in and absolutely blow them out of the water, but there's an inherent risk to that as well, which is if you don't get what you need, you have less survivability. Typically with a team like that, it's got to come from somewhere, all that extra power, and it usually comes at the expense of defense. So this team doesn't have a lot of defense, but it's got obviously a second healer, which is a more defensive team. Okay, yeah, unfortunately I was not able to demonstrate it quite the way I wanted to. We'll do one more battle and see if we can get that, more of that rolling effect where we're going from one kill to the next. The other piece that I want to mention about this team is that the synergy I mentioned of once Fogg, Kingston, and Toxicandra all fire, it's basically one ghosted match and a stalled turn to have my snipers ready again. One key that I don't think I mentioned is that synergy is all in one color. It is really important, if you can manage it with the heroes you have, to create your synergies in a single color. That way I don't have to go, okay, I've got Kingston and Fogg ready, so I have the kill shot, but I don't have, say my mono booster was in yellow for some reason. I'm like, okay, but I don't have my yellow ready. So it becomes more awkward. You want to have things charged in the same number of tiles if you can, like one of my favorite pairings, Scotty and Costume Curel, versus like Scotty and Tibertus or something like that, where I'm now like, all right, Scotty's ready, but I don't have my defense down, so I need to try to make 2 purple matches, and, it just gets a lot more dangerous. Actually, we're out of flags. I'll come back with a fresh flag in a second and maybe attack this team that we're looking at here, and then we'll end the video there. All right, let's jump in and see if we can get a more picture-perfect match here. God. Oh, not my day, is it? I've got a few combo options. Let's see if we can get purples. Of course not. Trying to see if I can make 3 out of this. Don't think so. Actually, maybe. Can't tell what's going to happen here yet. Yep. There we go. And we'll cleanse. Oh, and a diamond. How about that? These boards are quite conservative at best. So, immune to dispels with, I guess that's a weakness. I think if I use a dispel there, it's only going to remove the immune to dispels thing, and the buffs will stay. So, it's in our best interest to wait 3 more turns. And we have 2 more turns there, so that's feasible. And make something out of this ugly board. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. Yeah, she gets 1 bonus turn. So, got no ghosting options here, which is where the real strength of this team is. I don't think 2 tiles are going to kill Krampus without a little help. So, let's do this. Well, still gave a vantage point of this team and what you can expect from it. Not exactly the intended one, but these boards have not been cooperating, so can't remember now. It's been a few hours how many I won or lost. Well, she had a lot of health that time. Alrighty, this should be all we need. Nope. So that's the one weakness I mentioned before, is the monk withstand. There's just not enough damage coming through from the 2 hits alone without the defense down. Obviously, if they're weaker health, then it would be plenty, but when they're at full health, that is one potential weakness. Okay, well, let me know what you think of this team in the comments down below. I'm always curious to hear people's feedback. I think it's a pretty cool team. I don't think it's my best team, but I do think it is a good team, and it generally performs pretty well. Maybe I could call it the only single target hitting team, except for Hell, of course. The only single target hitting team that I would use. But I don't know. It's cool. There's things about it I like. There's good synergy there, but it's not my favorite team because of what I just mentioned. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It really helps out the channel and is a free way to support me and what I'm doing for you guys. Same thing goes for subscribing, so consider doing that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.